All right, guys, so let's jump right in, and we are going to be testing out today this silicone sponge that has been going everywhere on Instagram and YouTube. So you're supposed to use it to apply foundation and concealer and all that jazz. So we're going to put it to the test today and make sure it works before y'all go out and spend money on this. So I'm just going to be taking my Marc Jacobs Remarkable Foundation and I'm going to be dotting it all over the face. And then we're going to be going in with the sponge and we're supposed to just tap, tap, tap. And you're supposed to just blend it onto the face. I don't know if you're supposed to sweep it, but I'm just gonna use it kind of like a beauty blender. And you know what, guys? At first, it is blending out my foundation really amazingly, and it's making my skin look really smooth, which I love. But I do find that it is hard to get into the areas that are really small, and not only that, guys, like I have ginormous hands, and this silicone sponge is a really small, so you get foundation all over your hands, which I don't really like. But we're gonna keep testing it out and see how concealer and how the blendability of it is, and you guys. But right on off the bat, I do like the way that it leaves my skin looking so like smooth and like it blends out so amazingly, guys. That's what I do love. And this foundation is going to be a little light for me. This used to fit me. I don't know what or how and why I'm getting darker, but anyway, I got darker, and so it's not my shade right now, but we're gonna make it work. So I'm blending on my nose, and I found that on my nose it looks so cakey. Do you guys see right here? It looks so blotchy and so like not good. But anyway, so now we're gonna move on to forehead, and you guys see I have a pimple on my forehead. Yes, I can't believe it. I have a pimple. But anyway, so we're just gonna be blending it onto our forehead and see how that glides on. And you guys, this fucking shit covered up that pimple. Do you guys see that? Whoa. All right. Hello. But anyway, guys, so we're just gonna keep blending and blending and blending, and then we're gonna be moving on to this sponge because, like I said, guys, this sponge, not the sponge, the silicone sponge, little whatever it's called, applicator, it did not get into those, really small nick areas where I do need, some help right there along, like around my eyebrows, on the temples. So I'm going to be taking a little bit more of that foundation and using this Morphe Beauty Sponge. This is actually my first time testing it out as well. And you guys, this beauty blender is a go. So this video was supposed to be on this the silicone sponge, but anyway, guys, this sponge from Morphe is really amazing as well. It's just one of the minis. Now right there along my jawline, I know it looks like a mask. We will fix that later on, guys. So now we're going to be wiping off that Axis foundation from the sponge, and we're going to be taking our Morphe concealer, and we're going to be highlighting all the key areas that we normally do. So I'm first going to apply the concealer, and then we'll go in with the silicone sponge and then test it out. But anyway, guys, I do like this Morphe concealer. This shade is in nude. I absolutely love this shade in concealer. It's like one of my favorite shades ever because it does have that kind of peachy yellow tone. So it actually conceals and corrects at the same time. So that's why I absolutely love it. And you guys, I'm so sad because my daughter broke this mirror that I was using in this video. I literally sat there. Well, for the first time she broke it, she broke the back part, which was the zoom mirror, the back side. So how ghetto, guys. I used rhinestones and I literally sat on my ass and glued all of those rhinestones on. And then she ended up breaking the whole mirror. So I don't have that mirror no more. But anyway, so now we're going to start blending out and patting and patting. So I will say this, guys. It blends out like a dream in that area. But as soon as you try to go and blend, as you guys can see where my contour is a little bit, it is so like not blended. So that's the only thing I will say. This sponge is awesome, but I will say the downfall, the reason why I won't be using this anymore or at all, is because I don't want to have to sit there and blend for 30 minutes. So that's the reason why. And with the beauty blender or like this Morphe sponge, um, it is so amazing, guys, and it is like it's just timeless. That's what I love about this sponge right here. And you guys, it's just I love the angle on this Morphe sponge as well. This is the bigger one. So I'm just gonna be taking that and trying to blend everything together because that silicone sponge did not blend out how I wanted it to. And what I mean by that, it's not blending out so much right there by my contour, and that's what I hate. It looks so messy and so ugly, but we will go in and fix it a little bit later. It just looks so good, guys. I just love how this looks, and look at that edge on that beauty blender. It cleaned up my eyeshadow so amazing. So that's why I love it, this sponge. And from now on, this is probably the sponge I'm going to be using from now on. But anyway, guys, so for this whole video, I'm going to tell you right now. So I'm gonna be doing my whole face, now I might as well. I'm not gonna just leave my face like this. But anyway, guys, I don't recommend the sponge. If you guys don't mind having to blend forever, then I mean by all means go buy it if you would like it. I do have a coupon code for P Cosmetics, which is the brand that sent me this one, and you guys can save 10% off your purchase. So I will have that discount code in the bio description down below. So, but other than that, I'm gonna stick to my traditional beauty blender or a Morphe sponge. And I'm just loving this Morphe sponge, guys. It's so easy to bake under the eyes with because of the edge of the sponge is just so amazing. And I'm just using the RCMA no color powder. And as you guys can see, I still have that harsh line between my concealer and my bronzer area, but we will go in and fix that. So now I'm going to be taking my Maybelline number 2 loose powder and this large Morphe brush, and I'm just going to be using it, and I'm going to be using it to press the powder into my skin to set it. So you guys, I actually love this method and how it looked. It looked absolutely beautiful, guys. And you guys know I did a video on this powder a long time ago, and so I just love this powder. This is just a shade darker, so I'm just using this just to set my foundation, just so that when we go in to bronze up, the powders will glide on so smooth and just look so, so good. I just love this powder, guys. And I'm just using this Morphe brush, and this is my new favorite method. So now I'm going to take the 01 Light. This is the one I normally use for under my eyes, but I'm going to be knocking off all of that no color powder because it does leave like a little bit of a white residue. So I like to use the 01 Light powder to knock it off because it actually brings back color onto my under eye, as you guys can see. And I don't look so ashy underneath my eyes. So that's a tip and a trick for you guys to use as well. So now this is my favorite bronzer, guys. You guys know I've been using this bronzer for a while on my channel. But anyway, I'm going to be taking it in the darker shade in chocolate. Milk chocolate. This is the darkest shade. And you guys, look how fucking pigmented that shit is. Like, I have some fucking cheekbones today. And I look like I dropped maybe about 10 pounds. Which I didn't. I probably gained 10 pounds. But anyway, guys, look how like pigmented this fucking bronzer is, and it's drugstore. This is why I love this Black Radiance finishing powder. I just love it because it's so pigmented and so blendable. As you guys can see, like there's no streakiness to this bronzer. There is like absolutely like no fault in this bronzer. Like I can't say enough. But anyway, so now I'm going to be taking a ginormous Morphe brush and just blend all of it together so that way it just doesn't look too harsh or too muddy or anything. So I'm just taking a little bit of that powder and just blending everything together. Now we're going to be taking a little bit of that bronzer and putting it on the jawline. Like I said earlier in the video, we're going to try to fix this foundation because it is a little bit lighter for me. So I'm just gonna be blending and blending it on my jawline because we want to be snatched as well. So I know the contour looks a little bit muddy right now because the lighting is changing, but it does not look muddy at all. As you guys can see, it does not. Once lighting changes, it just looks so beautiful. Now, taking this Mega Glow highlighter, this is my first time using this one. This is the darkest shade, which I'm not loving so much, but hey, it worked, and look at that fucking glow, guys. You guys can find this Mega Glow highlighter from Wet n Wild now at Walmart. This is where I found it, but the lightest shade that I am looking for is been sold out forever, and they only have this one, so that's why I just picked up this. For the last thing, we're going to be highlighting the nose. But that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. I love you guys so much. And just subscribe if you guys haven't subscribed already, and I'll see you guys in my next video.